Born there, unfortunately. No.
How do you get to be a Palo Alto native and not born there?
That's true. We just claimed it. Anyway, we want to thank you very much for giving us some of your time. And this is for the Santa Clara Valley Historical Association.
You can give it back to me just before I die. Okay. I might want that in like 15, 20 minutes, you know.
Okay, that's a deal. And we wanted to ask your permission that we can use this in our upcoming video and maybe put it out in cyberspace one of these days.
Well, I don't care what you do with it, really. I mean, as long as you don't do something incredibly embarrassing with it. I mean,
absolutely.
I just, you know, I wouldn't do it if it mattered to me about, you know.
We quit doing those porno movies last week. You know?
I still have a few extras though in the car. You know, I mean.
So if the lights get to you, say something and we'll shut them off for a second or something.
Are you kidding? I'm a performer.
They just kill me. I don't know how you take it.
Hey, I got so hot that they actually burned my neck. Honest to God, I really burned. Actually, I came off stage and I had teeny weeny blisters all over.
Oh
my
my
neck.
God!
No shit, I couldn't believe it.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it's been that hot. I mean, those suckers, dude. They when they crank them up, man.
I don't know how you play. I remember I saw you years when I was
with great pain.
Long ago at the Iowa State Fair, at the Iowa State Fairgrounds, and I just thought that was the hottest day on earth. And you
that was hot. I remember that was State Fair. We played some ghastly hot places. Oh shit! One time we played the Kansas City, the big deal there.
Right.
What do they call it? You know, it's the football stadium. You know, Big Joe played there.
Right,
you know?
right.
Yeah, we played that place, and it was like the 4th of July or something like that, and it was so humid and hot, and it was like. It was measured, believe it or not, it was measured at 130 degrees inside the stadium at the floor. And we were playing, and they're passing unconscious bodies. You know?
Oh my
it's
God.
like like a bucket brigade. Boom, they just go, boom, boom, they're going past us. Boom, boom, they're going past. I mean, the whole show is like playing in a death camp. You know, God damn it, it was so humid. I mean, it was like. You know, it was just, everything was wet. It was everything, but we had it easy. After us, Willie Nelson played. You know, first I think old what's his name? Willie's pal. You know, the other
Waylon?
Texas Waylon, good old Waylon. You know, in his nice hot black coat. You know. And it started raining then. You know, and it was that kind of rain that doesn't have any direction. You know, it's just water in the air. I mean, if you can swim fast enough, you can swim up it. It was so dense. I mean, it was just like, and that was the way it was for the whole rest of the night. It was just like solid water. Unbelievable. And still, like hot enough where when the water would land, it would steam.
Well, you gotta be tough.
I never saw anything like it. Oh my God. Okay,
let's talk about Palo Alto.
Let's get on to the real stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. So this is a history of Palo Alto, and it's actually growing into more of a history of Silicon Valley. And one of the things.
What sort of history?
How's our sound? Do we want the mic where it is now?
Cultural history, or a.
We're looking at just the development of the whole area, and one of the things that we're really missing. This is a lovely thing to point out.
Yeah.
Is we're missing the cultural aspect of it, you know.
Well, I'll tell you. I mean, this place. It was. There was a lot happening. I found some interesting connections. When I lived down there as a kid, I went to a little school called Menlo Oaks. Yeah, it was the first year that this school had just been built as a junior high school. That means 7th and 8th grade down in the peninsula. On the good side of the freeway. You know, the bad side of the freeway was East Palo Alto. Now, I used to hang out there, and I went to school there, too. Everybody did. And, it was just, that's where all the black people live, So then they put this new junior high school, and we were in the first class or so, the first two classes of it, and it had the thing about it being so close to Stanford, the educational, the School of Education and stuff like that. The people that were studying education or one thing or another, we're constantly using our little school as a place where you experiment with programs of one sort or another. You know, so I was involved in this thing. They had this thing when I was going there called the Fast Learner Program, where the brightest kids, first they tested everybody, and the brightest kids were all like 3 times a week, went to college level classes in any of, about maybe half a dozen classes, or maybe 8 or 9 classes that you could choose whatever you wanted. So I used to take an art class and a science class, and basically just got to do what I wanted. And you'd study just that subject all day long. You didn't do any other stuff. It was great fun. I mean, it was like, so, being there. But anyway, when I was down there, I had this teacher, a tremendously, he got in trouble all the time, this guy did. First of all, I was with all the wiseacres. I was with all the smart kids from this other school that I'd been in, my little school, And they put all the bright kids together, but it was dangerous, because we were little smart asses along with it. So we had this kind of unsteady Second World War vet as our male teacher over in East Palo Alto for our first year of junior high school, 7th grade. A guy named Mr. Green, perfectly nice guy, but just a little, a little bit of battle fatigue in there, whatever the euphemism they had for it, post-traumatic shock syndrome. Anyway, he's a little unsteady, and we got into this thing of baiting him, and doing all kinds of pulling weird tricks on him and doing all this stuff. And he finally cracked right up and he quit, and he beat up some kid, and he left us like, last time I remember seeing him was, he was checking counter at the counter in the Safeway, I like him. Hi, Mr. Green. By this time, he's like, his mouth is moving, but nothing's coming out. He's like. Anyway, so as a replacement now for this class, the replacement we got next was an extraordinarily neurotic woman from somewhere, God knows where, who was like one of those women who overdresses for junior high school, like big boobs, right. But one of those like tied down, somebody tied down the metal the day she's like, and she's like furious, she's operating just under furious, she's got fury, free-floating fury for anything. And she also snapped, she finally went dying, and that was it for her. So finally we got this other guy, this last guy, and we're thinking now, okay, this guy's gonna be easy. We'll just bomb this fucker right out of the water, It's Mr. Johnson. But Mr. Johnson turned out to be great. He turned out to be really amazing, and he talked to the class like we were adults. This is the 7th grade, He talked to us like adults. So with Mr. Johnson, I learned lots and lots about every kind of thing. I mean, all kinds of things. By the time that grade it was over, I was starting to get seriously. I was starting to learn things, And he was incredible. He'd come to school. He had an MGTC, one of those old, beautiful MGs, the kind with the big square hoods, not the little pointy coffin-shaped ones, but the ones with the big, long, straight, square hood, just that little nasty growl, And he also had a Vincent Black Shadow, the fastest accelerating motorcycle at the time. It's like a real monster motorcycle. I mean, a teacher on a motorcycle. Who ever heard of such a thing? And he'd come up to school in his motorcycle, his black leather jacket. This is like 1954 or something. I mean, he was really, really out.